Yo, yo, hey, 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 what's up, y'all? Uh, uh, I don't know what this is. Hey, 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 get it. What? Eyes closed. Ain't no, no. Ain't no wrong. Hey, hey, hey. Yo. I haven't stopped, man. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Protect, man. Back with another one today, man. I hope everybody's staying safe and comfy in their own homes or staying safe when out and about with this COVID-19, man. I hope everybody having a good Thursday evening, man. I know I'm having a solid Thursday evening, man. Sorry I was a little late. My wife and I were putting my boyfriend on a mattress, so for our bed. So sorry about that. Sorry for the slight lateness. Me pulling up to the stream. But yeah, man, what's up with y'all? Hope everybody's having a great one, though. Like I said, today's video, man, I'm talking about the wide receivers in the NFL. Your number one wide receiver, your go-to guy, your third nine. Who you gonna throw it to, guy? You know what I'm saying? Your legit number one wide receiver, man. Your go-to guy on the wide receiver in the NFL. I'm not talking tight ends in this video. I'll be a separate video. I know some teams' number one wide receiver, number one receiving option is a tight end. But we're talking about wide receivers strictly in this video, man. Wide outs, man. Slots, outside guys in this video, man. So, if you follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I had a preview of what I'm gonna talk about today. And I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis of what I was talking about yesterday in my Instagram story if you don't follow on Instagram. So I've separated the tiers of wide receivers into 5 different tiers, okay? 5 tiers. Those 5 tiers are: tier 1 is the best of the best, the creme de la creme, the best of the crop, the top of the pedestal in the league of number one wide receivers. They give you elite production every week. They go to guys. You can go to them 3rd and 10. They'll give it to you. 3rd and 15, they'll get it for you. Whatever you need, 9 times out of 10, they're going to get it to you. They're top 5 in the league in targets, the top 5 in the league in receptions most years. Most time in the top 10 receiving touchdowns. Some of them are in the top 15 in yards per catch. Most of them are in the top 15 yards per catch. It is the most productive guys in the league. They get the 35% of the catches on the team. They are the go-to guy. They're the ones that get double teamed every week. All that. Because I say consider lead production. Tier 2 is a great talent at the position, but just haven't given you the lead production week to week lately, or they haven't given it to you at all. Solid games week to week, but it's not elite play week to week like a tier 1 wide receiver. Tier 3, a damn good wide receiver, number 1 wide receiver, when hitting all cylinders, but can go hot and cold week to week and aren't as consistent as tier 1 and 2. Tier 4. Tier 4 is legit number 1 wide receiver. Would be an unstoppable number 2 if it was possible. Young guys have shown signs of great play, but don't have the resume the veterans have. Number 5, low end number 1 wide receiver should be number 2 on any other team that's not their current team. This could be due to health that decreased their productivity significantly, or the inability to stay healthy, period, which they can't stay on the field to be productive enough to get to that tier 2, tier 1, or even tier 3 or 4. Hence why they're the last tier. Also, pass and run ratio in their current offense does play a role in this as well. These wide receivers include rookies and other young guys that have potential, but lack of targets hurt their productivity. So that's my top. Those are my 5 tiers of wide receivers. I have about 5 to 6 in each tier, except for tier one. It's only 5 guys in the tier one. That's all the top 5 receivers in the league. After that, tier three has 7 guys in it. Tier two also has 5 guys in it as well. Tier three is 7 guys. Tier four has 6, and tier five has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. So that's how I separate the number one wide receiver in the NFL. I'm going to give you the receivers in each tier in a moment. I just want people to come on, hop in first before I continue the stream. So I want people to pull up real quick. I want people to hop in the stream real quick. Live on the channel, man. As you can see, I'm live on the channel. Come pull up on the kid, man. Talking wide receivers in this stream, so pull up if you can. See you there. I want you to pull up if I continue. I just want to give you a quick synopsis of what's going on before I actually start talking. But I want to let people pull up first. And still, as you can see, I'm live on the channel, man. I'm live on the channel right now. So if you haven't pulled up yet, go and pull up on the kid, man. Let's get it. Yeah, so trying to see. So just give me a moment for people to pull up. Wait for you to pull up, man. Once you pull up, I can really get into it. Just wait, just give it a moment, y'all. Just give it a moment. All right, you know what, man? All right, that's cool. Let me get started with the actual stream, man. Screw the hat. The hat's on annoying me a bit. All right, so let's go and get started with the stream, man. Yeah, let's go and get started. I'm just going to get started, man. So, all right, so I said tier 5 are guys who are the most productive guys in the world due to health issues. Also, guys who are younger and like with their offense, like for example, the Ravens are one heavy offense. So, a guy like Marquise Brown won't be the most productive guy in the world because he's not getting that many targets. Quarterback play can also go into this as well. All those things, especially health, though. Most of these guys can't stay healthy. So tier 5 includes Jameson Crowder, Julian Edelman, Marquise Brown, Debo Samuel, Henry Ruggs III, Brandon Cooks, and Deshaun Jackson. All right, so I'm gonna go start with Deshaun. Deshaun has all the talent of a tier 3 number one wide receiver. Right? The problem with Deshaun is just purely adulterally health. He can't stay healthy. He just stays hurt all the time. So it doesn't help him when he's hurt all the time. So yeah, that's down on that one. Same with Brandon Cooks as well. He just stays hurt. Also, his production took a huge dip from 2 years ago to the last year. So that kind of is also due to health. So that's why Brandon Cooks is on this list. Henry Ruggs third, simply because he's a rookie. Um, yeah, just simply because he's a rookie, honestly. And he can probably be their number one wide receiver. They drafted him in a top 15 slot in the draft to not be a number two. He's definitely their number one right now. Debo Samuel, just because of quarterback play. Also, they're a run heavy offense, so he doesn't get that many targets. That does hurt his production a bit. Marquise Brown, health issues. Also, the run heavy offense, like I stated earlier, for Marquise. He's going to get that many targets. Jordan Edelman would be a combination of quarterback play, age, injury, all that good stuff. And Jameson Crowder is health concerns and also kind of quarterback play because Sam Darnold could be on and off his quarterback play sometimes. One week he can go throw 4 touchdowns, the next week he can throw 4 picks. So that's that. Tier 4 are the young guys. Like I explained, young guys that show some really good signs of good play, but doesn't have the resume that the veterans do have. So in this tier, there are a lot of like younger players that had some breakout seasons. Um, and one veteran in this list. So AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, Sterling Shepard, DJ Chark, Cortland Sutton, DJ Moore. Okay, let's start with DJ Moore. DJ Moore came in the league. His first season wasn't the best. I remember he played the Redskins his first season. Him come back to the DMV area after getting drafted. Didn't have the best day of the world. Had 3 turnovers by himself. Guess how kind of rookie season went kind of up and down. He had some decent games. He also had a lot of turnovers too, fumbles and stuff. So the second year, which was last year, he had a really good season. Over 1,000 yards receiving. I think he had 80 catches. He had a really good year, man. Really productive year with a lot of inconsistent quarterback play from Kyle Allen, Will Greer toward the end of the season, and also Cam Newton for the first 2 games. So, with 3 quarterbacks playing for the Carolina Panthers last year, he was extremely productive. So that's always good to see. Cortland Sutton had a really good year as well last year. Yeah, he had over 1,000 yards. He might have had 1,200 yards, I believe. He was going crazy, man. Him and Drew Lock now entrenched as a number one receiver and start quarterback duo. I truly do think that Cortland Sutton will be very productive. Um, he has all the tools. He has a high catch radius. He's the fastest guy in the world. Hence why they drafted KJ Hamler and Jerry Jeudy to complement Cortland Sutton's high flying ability, high point of football, and all that good jazz. But he high point of football. He makes nice contested catches. He has really good hands. He has all the tools outside the speed of a number one wide receiver. DJ Chark, incredibly fast guy. That dude's fast as hell, man. He had over 1,000 yards last year as well. With inconsistent quarterback play. Started the season with Nick Foles, and Foles got hurt, and then it's Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew gets benched. It's Nick Foles again. But he still had a really good productive season through all of that adversity. So shout out to DJ Chark for that. Sterling Shepard, also another really solid number one wide receiver in the league. He doesn't garner the same attention as these other guys. I'll be further on the list because he does play for a lesser franchise in the New York Giants. Not lesser as like bad franchise. They're just not a good team at the moment. So he doesn't get the shine that other guys do get. But Sterling Shepard's a very productive wide receiver. No more concern with Sterling is his health. He's had some concussion issues, things like that. Outside of that, like Sterling Shepard has all the tools and number. He's a little smaller, but he's so productive. I do like him a lot, and he's a very solid wide receiver one. I'm going to Terry McLaurin, one of my favorites. I'm a Redskin fan, so I know Terry very, very well. Terry has all the tools, number wide receiver, man. He had 58 catches, 912 yards, 7 touchdowns in his rookie season. He could have definitely either had 1,000 yards if he played the other 2 games he did not play due to injury. He did that on 93 targets, so that's incredible. If he gets the targets that like Michael Thomas gets, he's going to be crazy, insane. So I like Terry McLaurin a lot. AJ Brown, best rookie receiver last year, outside Terry McLaurin in my eyes. I'll only put Terry over AJ because AJ turned on to the end of the season. Terry was productive all season long. Even though AJ had better stats than Terry, I do think that Terry is more consistent. So, but yeah, AJ was incredible last year, man. Really good wide receiver one for the Tennessee Titans. Broke out toward the end of the season, made a lot of big plays. He had a lot of big games toward the end of the season when the Titans needed it to get into the postseason. So that's tier 4. Tier 3. Okay, so tier 3, I'll explain. A damn good wide receiver hitting on all cylinders, but it's not consistent week to week. Goes hot and cold with the production. So these are guys that kind of go hot and cold. It could be due to quarterback play. It could be due to them just not putting the effort they put in week to week. It's a lot of things. It include a guy in particular. So tier 3 includes Tyler Lockett, Judy Smith-Schuster, Cooper Kupp, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Parker. Those are the guys that are in the tier 3 list. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to wait for people to get in here real quick. Let me see if I can go ahead and give me a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure you come on in again. If I continue to stream, sorry about that, y'all. Didn't mean to hold it up. Just give me a moment, y'all. So I'm waiting for people to pull up, man, so I can continue. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. That watched on the playback. Definitely sorry about that, y'all. I'm not sure people pull up to the stream real quick. Before I get to tier 3. So that's it. Just to give you a quick recap. Tier 5 included Jameson Crowder, Julian Edelman, Marquise Brown, Deebo Samuel, Henry Ruggs III, Brandon Cooks, Deshaun Jackson. Tier 4 included AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, Sterling Shepard, DJ Chark, Cortland Sutton, and DJ Moore. Tier 4 is not any type of order. Tier 5 had an order. Deshaun Jackson is top of Tier 5. Definitely could be a Tier 3 receiver, like I said, if we just stayed healthy, to be honest. So like I said, Tier 3 right now is Tyler Lockett, Juju Smith-Schuster, Cooper Kupp, Kenny Galladay, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, and Devontae Parker. So we're going to start with Tyler Lockett. The only reason I don't have him as a Tier 2 receiver is because the guys in Tier 2 are just better than Tyler Lockett in my eyes. But Tyler Lockett is a very productive guy. Him and Russell Wilson have a really, really good chemistry together. Probably one of the best duos passer rating wise in football. Their chemistry is incredible. He makes incredible catches for his size. He's a very small guy coming out of Kansas State. No one thought he'd be this productive, but he's extremely productive at this level. And he's making things happen. Even with the size differential between him and corners, he's so quick and shifty. He can get open very easily. He has really good hands. He's good yards at the catch. Solid breaking tackling ability. He can shake off tacklers. And he's just really shifty in space. So that's just incredible guy in Tyler Lockett on the field. Definitely like his game a lot. But Juju Smith-Schuster, I have him number in a Tier 3 list because, for one, the quarterback play was shaky last year with Mason Rudolph, Doug Hodges, and then Ben Roethlisberger didn't play great the 2 games he actually played last year. Similar to what DJ Moore's situation was. But we've seen Juju produce at a high level, almost at an elite level even. So I got him at this list because I know he can produce at a very high level, borderline elite level as well. So with that being said, I do think Juju Smith-Schuster could get high on this list with better quarterback play and a lot more targets. Cooper Kupp is a very interesting case to me. My thing with Cooper, he does have a slight injury history. He did tear his ACL before, but last year was very productive. But my thing with Cooper is that there's no more Brandon Cooks there to the top of the defense. Robert Woods and him are only receivers that are legit on this roster. You can include Josh Reynolds too, but the legit 2 names on this roster who you have to really guard every week are Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. I want to see how he does without Brandon Cooks there. But he's extremely productive. He gets open. He's fast enough. He's quick enough. He's shifty enough. But he doesn't have anything elite. So that's my thing with Cooper Kupp. That's why I don't have him in the Tier 3 list. Kenny Galladay, to me, he's a borderline Tier 2 receiver, but he doesn't have more talent than the guys in Tier 2. That's just simply put for me. Mark Cooper, he's the definition of a Tier 3 wide receiver in the number 1 list. He goes hot and cold. Every week you don't know what you're getting from Amari Cooper. 1 week you'll get 1 catch for 10 yards. Next week you'll get 5 catches, a buck 16, 2 tubs. Next week you'll get 3 catches, 30 yards. Next week you'll get 7 catches for 165 and 3 tubs. Next week you'll get 1 catch for 7 yards. Next week you'll get 2 for 15, and then week after that you'll get 5 for 100 in the tub. He's just inconsistent. He never strings back to back really good games unless it's division opponents. Outside of that, he just doesn't be productive week in and week out. And against elite corners, he struggles. You saw him with Stephon Gilmore. I should put that in the Tier 3 list as well. They struggle with elite corners at times. And that's exactly what Amari Cooper does, struggle with elite corners. So he's definitely the epitome of another Tier 3 receiver. I have Stephon Diggs in this list for one reason. We have not seen Stephon Diggs be a number 1 wide receiver in this league yet. Adam Thielen has been their number 1 wide receiver in Minnesota this entire time that Stephon was there. I want to see how Stephon is the number 1 option. He has to be double teamed every single week. I want to see how he reacts to it. Devontae Parker had one really good productive season. So I have to see him do it again before I put him even higher on this list beyond Tier 3. So that's why I got these guys in Tier 3. Tier 2, Odell Beckham, T.Y. Hilton, Mike Evans, Adam Thielen, Devontae Adams. So Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham was a Tier 1 wide receiver for a long time. But he did not show the production last year to be a Tier 1 wide receiver, so I had to put him in Tier 2. T.Y. Hilton, he could have been Tier 3, Tier 4, but when he's on the field, he's so productive. The only question with T.Y.'s health. Mike Evans is an incredible receiver, but he kind of goes a little hot and cold at times too. He's not consistent week to week. Same with Adam. Adam Thielen is extremely consistent. But he doesn't bring you elite production week to week. The same with Devontae Adams. So that's pretty much what tier 2 is. Tier 1, these are the best 5 receivers in football, in my opinion. You can at me, you can argue me, I don't care. Just how I feel about it. DeAndre Hopkins, Tyreek Hill, Julio Jones, Mike Thomas, and Keenan Allen are the 5 best receivers, in my opinion, to me. Start with DeAndre Hopkins. The man doesn't drop passes. Simply put, the man's productive every week. He gets 10 targets a week. He gets 6 catches a week. He gets about 65 to 100 yards a week. He'll probably get in the end zone every other week. He's just extremely productive. Tyreek Hill is the fastest receiver in the league. No cap. That man is ridiculous. This man there's a big play waiting to happen, and he brings big plays every week. Whether it's a screen, it's a reverse, it's a big bomb from Patrick Mahomes. It could be a slant that goes 80 yards the other way. Whatever. He's a big play waiting to happen. He makes them every single week. That's crazy. And he brings first team's value. Julio Jones, he's been this good for this long, man. I don't have to say nothing about Julio. Julio is a dog. Mike Thomas, the most productive receiver in the league, catch wise. That man catches 10 balls a week. That's incredible. That's all I gotta say. Man catches 10 passes a week. All right, that's all you gotta know. Keenan Allen, he's the definitely number 1 wide receiver, man. 3rd and 8, Keenan got you. 3rd and 10, Keenan got you. In the red zone, bird and go from the 5, run a slant route, Keenan got you. Keenan got you on everything, man. He's an incredible wide receiver, and I love his game. But to me, the best wide receiver in football right now is D-Hop. And then it's Julio. Then it's Mike Thomas. Then it's Tyreek, and then it's Keenan Allen. That's my top 5. Simple. That's going to do it for me, man. Thanks for watching. You rate, comment, subscribe if you're new. Also, turn on post notifications. Or look at the Protect Sports video, man. Put God first out the way. Stay safe with this COVID-19, man. Stay blessed. Stay heavily favored. Stay highly favored. I'm out of here, bro. Peace. Thank y'all for watching, man. Comment down below who your top 5 wide receivers are. Comment down below your thoughts on this tier list. I'm out, bro.